The following is a Papi Chulo Radio original program. The views and opinions expressed in the commentaries and/or interviews in the following program are solely those of the individuals and are not views of Papi Chulo Radio, its parent, affiliate, or subsidiary companies.
Welcome to Are You Afraid Freak Show, the unofficial American Horror Story Freak Show internet radio show exclusively on Papi Chulo Radio. Today is Monday, November 3rd, 2014, and I'm your host, Papi Chulo. Here on Are You Afraid Freak Show, we're going to recap, review, and dissect the latest episode of the hit FX series. We're also going to deliver directly to you the biggest news regarding American Horror Story Freak Show. Allow me to welcome you to Papi Chulo's cabinet of curiosities, of freaks and geeks. First up, whether it's a solo performance or with an audience, she's still 2 legs above the rest. It's Cat's Meow.
Oh.
No. You know what I was thinking during this episode? Somebody got Gitchy got.
Oh, yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Next up, he's sometimes called Twisty, yet his persona is so dandy. Watch out for that blade, LaBelle. It's Deadlee.
Oh, I like that. You hit on everything there.
Yes.
Woo! Yes, watch out. Oh, my neck feels bad.
Your neck and your back.
Yes.
Aww.
Oh.
And last but not least, watch out where you step, but he does love a good kick across the tent, is Johnathan Perkins.
Hello, everyone. How are you tonight?
So there was a little bit of delay because he had to get up because after getting kicked by Edward Mordrake.
Oh, I was like, I thought you said getting kicked in the tent. Like, tent was a euphemism for penis.
No.
Oh.
I was like, who likes that? Like,
We already know for that euphemism with Johnathan Perkins, it's called precious.
Yes. It's my precious. And I love it very much.
Congratulations. At least somebody does. No, that was
Thank you.
wrong.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Unfortunately, our own Prince Rico Suave is not with us tonight. He's up in that big clown heaven in the sky. I guess Edward Mordrake picked him up. Hopefully, Edward will drop him off next week so he can come back and chat with us next time. So, before we jump into the episode, I want to head over to the sideshow, and really quick, I want to remind people about this bet that we made last week about who Edward Mordrake was going to take. Now, we'll officially discuss who he took later on in the episode, but this is just a refresher course for all those that are tuning in. Cat's Meow said that Edward Mordrake was going to take either Desiree Dupree or Paul, or as she called him, Tiny Arms. Deadlee. That's actually what you said, Cat's Meow. It's in the episode. Listeners, go download it. Deadlee said either Amazon Eve or Salty. Salty, we all know, is Pepper's best buddy. Johnathan Perkins said Ma Petite. Prince Rico Suave said Del Toledo or Dandy, and I said Amazon Eve. Were any of us right? I guess we'll find out in just a second. But before we head into the main show, I want us to enter the big top, and we're going to put the spotlight on the MVP of the episode, the most valuable player, the character that impressed you the most. I also want to know why they impressed you. So who's your pick for the MVP of the week? We're going to start off with Miss Kitty.
Nobody.
Nobody.
There was so much going on that it was hard for me to be like, oh, I like this person. I I can't even like. There wasn't too many memorable things in this episode, so I have to say nobody right now.
All right,
I just wish they would have ended all this shit in the first episode.
And there you go. Johnathan Perkins, who's your MVP pick of the week?
I have to say it would have to be Twisty, believe it or not, and I believe it's him because of his backstory and his abrupt departure. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Deadlee, who's your MVP pick of the week?
I was almost gonna go say Twisty because he almost got it, but Elsa pulled it through, just like she always does. I mean, come on.
Why are you all up on Elsa's Precious?
A hype man for Jessica Lange, like you just like you always do.
He's all up on her Precious.
You know this because come on, look at her backstory back. Oh man, that was just. Did you see how beautiful she looked? She looked so beautiful. Like I don't know how they did that. How did they do that
with makeup?
Oh wow. Wow, she gave a performance of a lifetime right there. That's an Emmy right there.
All right now. And my pick of the week, I'm actually going to agree with Johnathan Perkins. I thought Twisty really brought it. And, for a character that we were introduced to as this psychopathic killer that was, like, massacring everybody, I kind of felt bad for the dude. And, for me, if I can feel bad for a psychopathic killer, then he certainly deserves to be the MVP of the week. So let's jump into our recap of episode 404, which was titled Edward Mordrake Part 2 and aired October 29th, 2014. Here's the official synopsis of the episode. Edward Mordrake continues his search for a freak to add to his ghostly coterie. Elsa tells the grisly story of her days in Germany. Jimmy and Maggie have a run-in with the Twisted Clown. Without getting into the episode too much, what was everyone's initial reaction to Edward Mordrake Part 2? We'll start off with Johnathan Perkins.
I was very, very surprised by this episode and very shocked by everything that happened. And I wonder how they're going to keep the rest of the show coming, how the story is going to be told with, I think, key characters that have been killed off. How many episodes do we have left? We have like 5 episodes left. So I'm trying to see where is it going to go. But I really did enjoy this episode this week.
Awesome. Miss Kitty, what did you think?
No, I have to agree. Like, I didn't see a lot of that stuff coming, like, at all. We only got 5 more episodes to go?
No, we have, like, 7. Well, no.
Okay.
Whatever, no, we have, like, 8.
Okay,
it's 13, woo. And we're at episode...
I was like, 5?
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. Like, I feel like I haven't really seen anything yet for it to be 5
Sorry.
episodes. Like, you scared me.
I'm sorry, I'm on Wikipedia.
Yeah, no, it's 9. If there's 13, and this is just 4, so there's 9 left.
Oh, okay. But, like, no, like, I agree with Johnathan Perkins. Like, I thought it was... Now, I guess the more and more I think about it, like, it was good, but it's just... Every time when I thought old dude was gonna take somebody, he kept, like... It was just like, no, there's another person. I gotta go. Like... It was just like, damn, I was so fixated on him picking his person that I didn't really I wasn't paying attention to too much else, because I was just like, who the hell is he gonna take? But like, shout out to my main man Paul. Like, he's hot. Like, he's kind of cute when you think about it. Like, if he had like regular arms, I guess you would say, I would hit it.
Oh,
You'd still hit it.
I would. Maybe even with the arms, it would make things interesting, but nah, maybe, it depends. But it was good.
Mr. Deadlee?
Best episode of the season. Yeah, hands down.
Yeah,
that was incredible. I love the
extreme. This is too extreme.
I love the backstories from the what does Kitty call that one with the little arms?
Paul.
From him.
Oh, tiny hands.
Tiny hands to the no leg lady. I don't know her name, but
No-legged lady.
Susie.
Susie, yeah, we got to know a little about her, and of course Twisty and Elsa's backstory.
Do you want to sit on Elsa's toilet?
Oh no.
Okay.
I'll be a watcher though. I'll be one of those watchers. No.
Too much.
But yeah, it was the best episode, and not to mention, I was just so happy that the Jefferson's maid is gone because she was getting on my nerves.
You better stop. You better stop.
You better get her.
Yes.
Yeah. I enjoyed the episode as well. I thought it was a great conclusion to this 2-part Halloween extravaganza. And I'll say that the person that got taken by Edward Mordrake was a surprise for me. And I can't wait to see what they do with that, because that's kind of interesting. So let's dive into the episode, and we're going to start off at the beginning, of course, with Mordrake. He's continuing his search to seek a new freak for his spirit troupe, and he visits Susie and Paul, who tell their respective stories. Susie reveals that she had a spinal condition which required doctors to remove her legs at the age of 2. Her parents disowned her soon after her operation. She later stabbed a man. Who was like street begging with her, due to frustration, because he's got legs, she doesn't, she wasn't making money, he was. Paul was born with his condition and reveals that he planned to have his entire body tattooed, but insisted on stopping before his face was covered. Basically, he was picked on and bullied and that kind of thing, and but he fell in love with movies and theater and that kind of thing, and entertainment. Mordrake passed on each one of them. He eventually reaches Elsa, who assumes he was awestruck by her singing performance, and he was the man that Esmeralda had predicted would come and basically start her Hollywood career, and she insists that she needs a new arranger for her music. Mordrake becomes frustrated and has his spirit troupe forcefully remove her prosthetic legs while she pleads that she is not one of them, not one of them. Elsa eventually tells her story. She worked as a dominatrix in a German brothel that catered to extreme and violent fetishes. Watch out for the toilet. She was eventually abducted and drugged to participate in a snuff film in which she was to be dismembered, but was rescued after the perpetrators cut off her legs. Mordrake's other face whispers that Elsa is the one, and he prepares to kill her, but stops as he hears music. So before we get into the rest of the stuff, because this was enough here, what did everyone think of the backstories of Susie, Paul, and learning about Elsa and her past as a very naughty dominatrix, and of course how she lost her legs? We'll start off with Elsa's #1 fan,
yes,
the Watcher himself, Deadlee.
But let's start with Susie and Paul. That's their names, I guess. First I was just so impressed with their acting, because I think these are like true freaks, right? Yeah. I mean, they're not just pretending like they're freaks. And so, I mean, their acting was, they're not that, I'm not like trying to like be rude about it, but I'm like, they were so good, especially Little Hands Man. And because
he was just so much.
Listen, Kitty. Yeah, I mean, he was just so deep. I was like, wow. And I think that's kind of what I've been waiting for, is to get into the minds of the freaks, man.
Mm-hmm. That's when Miss Kitty was like, he could get it.
Yeah. I mean, finally we get into the minds of the freaks, and that's what I've been waiting for, is just get a little more in depth and see their backstories, and finally we see that. And same with Elsa. I mean, it kind of was too creepy for me. Like, I didn't see that coming. I thought maybe she was gonna be born that way, with some kind of weird thing.
Like Lady Gaga?
Exactly, or alligators ate them there in the Florida swamps or something. But but nah, I did not even see that coming with the whole dominatrix thing. And I guess the thing too is, I guess on cable you can get away with things, because I think I saw some body parts real quick. I need to go back and freeze frame. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and freeze frame and see what I see. Go slow motion all during that scene.
Shut up. Oh my God.
But especially the part, and you Poppy was just talking about that whole thing when the freaks came and took her legs off, prosthetics off. Oh my God! And she was just screaming. Poppy did a good Elsa there.
Thank you. I knew that I had to live up to your high expectations.
Yes.
And of course, the high bar that you set in episode 1, where you portrayed Elsa a couple times in the episode. You missed that,
Yes,
Miss Kitty.
Yes, you did, Miss Kitty.
Oh.
And so man, this beginning part was incredible. Sucked me in and just surprised me every little turn. And I like that Mr. Drake guy. Man, Drake, he's kind of cool, man. I wish we'd see more of him, not just on Halloween. Something about him. Maybe he'll come back.
Maybe if you say his name 3 times, he'll show up tonight.
Oh shit! Don't scare me, man.
All right, now, Johnathan Perkins, what did you think of Paul, Susie, and Elsa's backstories?
Well, I felt bad for Susie. I didn't really pay attention to Paul's backstory, and Elsa's. Oh my God! You know how I like the sex scene, so I really liked. What?
I said no. Tell us.
Oh, well, I mean, I like to see something.
Now he's all
sometimes.
coy. Johnathan Perkins is all coy now.
Yeah, I get, la la la. But anywho, I didn't pay attention to Paul, but Susie was very, very, very sad, and it seemed it reminded me of how much normal people wanted to be back in those days and whatever. Like, you remember about the girls that used to get pregnant that shut them off. They're going for to a special school where they would go have the child and come back. They'd be like, oh, I was at school, whatever. It kind of reminded me of that, but not really being disowned, But what stuck out to me was when Edward Mordrake was trying to pick out who he was going to take. It stuck out that he kind of was saying they weren't free enough. Like they were too normal for him to take, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got from that.
Mm-hmm.
Elsa's backstory, I was very shocked at that snuff film thing. I couldn't. I was like, oh my God.
Did it excite you?
No, it did not. I don't like violence like that in sexual play. So
he doesn't like it like that.
No, I do not. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see no blood, nothing. Maybe some black and blue, some welts. That's about it. I don't want to see no blood or no shit like that. But I was very shocked at her at how she lost her legs. It was very, very sad. Oh. And it was sad because it's like she wanted so much to be famous, and then that's how she became famous, because she was in that snuff film, and the film had made its way to other countries, I guess, or other cities. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what I got from those scenes in the show.
All right, now, Cat's Meow, Miss Kitty, what did you think?
I liked the no leg lady, her backstory. I know who she is. She had a special on TLC, and she rides around on the skateboard. True story.
Okay.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, she had a TLC special about how she was born like that, and there's another man that's exactly like her, and she was needing a new skateboard because her arms, her shoulders aren't, nobody's shoulders are used to being up there and your arms supporting your weight. But no, yeah, she had legs and everything, and she had prosthetics and stuff, but she didn't like them. But anyways, her story was interesting, and I thought it was kind of funny that she stabbed that man's legs, because that was his route of making him his money as she saw it. So that was cool. As far as his name, he's a seal.
He's the illustrated seal.
Okay, girl.
Ooh.
Little Armed Man. He was cool. Like, I really liked his story. Like, but it almost makes me guess, like, is he really like that?
Yeah.
Because either that, because, like, for the longest time, that dude that played Lieutenant Dan on Forrest Gump, I thought he didn't have no legs. Like,
Girl, he did.
like, that was real to me. Like, I didn't know he didn't have legs until I was 16 years old. Like, so are y'all sure? Can y'all pull a picture up or something?
No, he's really like that. He's been in freak shows. He's been in like the couple freak shows that still exist. He's in them.
So he's the real deal.
He's the real deal.
Well, shit. Anyways, like, I liked his story. It was really sad. But I like how he know that he can, hide and not be himself in the dark. But, nobody was watching. And I thought that was cool. Hopefully he doesn't like adult movie theaters because he has T-Rex arms and he wouldn't be able to reach.
Oh, girl.
I know
you didn't say T-Rex. Now she call him T-Rex.
That was rude. I'm sorry. That was rude. That was rude. Oh, and then Elsa's story. For some reason, I saw it coming. That she was going to be some type of dominatrix. I've learned with American Horror Story that sex is always going to be there, whether you want it to be or not. And sometimes it's the sex you want, and sometimes it's not the sex you were expecting.
Amen.
I.e. Coven on that gang rape. Like, that was so uncomfortable. I'm mad that they put that in there. And so with him, like with Ryan Murphy, I gotta watch that ass because I know you be want to go for them controversial, uncomfortable silences. You sitting with your family, all of a sudden people having sex and you seeing pasty ass and you don't know how to take it. Like, that's how I felt. And it's like, I'm always on the edge when it comes to those scenes. I'm like, I'm gonna see dick somewhere. I'm gonna see sex something I'm not gonna like. And it's gonna freak me out. But I
golden
saw
showers.
It coming. Like, yeah, like shit. I did not see that pregnant threesome going on. I was like, girl, I had horse blinders in that whole entire episode.
Would you sit on Elsa's toilet?
Hell no. Like, even if I was into that,
what if you really had to go?
You still got to be concerned about your health. And them nails did not look clean. They look rusty as fuck. That's not an ideal situation at all. Like, yeah, you're gonna have a little pressure, but shit, like, you're gonna have lockjaw on that ass. Like, no, I'm okay. I don't need no tetanus shot for an hour worth of fun. Fuck you. But it was good. They were good scenes. I enjoyed them.
Good. I was surprised that Elsa was dominatrix. First of all, I was surprised Jessica Lange played a dominatrix. I mean, that was surprising in and of itself. That she was like, Ryan Murphy was probably like, took her to dinner and was like, okay, we're gonna have you be in Elsa. She's not gonna have legs, and she's also gonna have been a dominatrix in the past, and they chainsawed her leg off. So we're gonna need you to act all that. You good with that? Okay, darling. I don't know. I'm assuming that's what Jessica Lange sounds like.
Oh, Lord.
But that was surprising in and of itself. The chainsaw scene was very disturbing to watch, and yeah, that was just, I was like, wow, they like went there, and like her tied up being all coked out or opiumed out or whatever the hell out, and screaming and yelling, and I was conscious, but I was also drugged, and I was like, wow, I'm like, she could feel it, but she's like all out of it, and that was just crazy. Thank God for her stalker. We usually don't thank people for stalkers, but thank the heavens she had one that saved her life, and she was, she said she was one of the lucky ones that actually survived a snuff film. As far as everyone else, it was nice to see some of the sort of like the tertiary characters' backstories. That was kind of cool. We still don't know anything about Amazon Eve, but that's fine. I guess she was just born that way.
I was the tallest one in my class, and everyone thought I was a freak.
Yes.
You're just abnormally tall for a woman. You're not a freak. You're just, in some places, you're considered a god. Like, bitch, wait. What is this, in the 1950s? Give you 30 years if you had only been born in the 1970s or the 60s.
WNBA, baby.
In the 80s, you either would have played basketball, bitch, and would have Lisa Leslie that ass, or she would have been a supermodel because she was so fucking tall.
Supermodel.
Yeah. And I would have loved the backstory of Ma Petite, because she can't just be popping out of pumpkins. We need to know about what's going on in her past.
she gets tired easily, and
She does. And she can only have as Cat's Meow said last week, she can only have a thimble of liquor.
she can only have a thimble of liquor. Anything else is too strong.
She's like the modern day Thumbelina.
But why did Mordrake just not even pay any attention to my pepper and salty?
Well, because they were innocent.
Oh.
Oh yeah, pinheads. You know, like, I hate that they're called pinheads, but no, they're usually for the most part like innocent. But hopefully you got some tea on Pepper because I got some tea.
Ooh.
On Pepper.
Well, we may have to sip that tea in a little bit, but right now we're going to continue on with the story. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, Jimmy and Maggie venture into the woods in the dark to avoid being arrested for a curfew violation after they had a little bit of a motorcycle glitch going on, and they witness Twisty chasing one of his captives who has escaped. Twisty catches her and carries her back into the woods. Jimmy insists on following to Maggie's dismay. They spy upon Twisty until they are beaten from behind, that sounded weird, by Dandy, dressed in the clown costume that he created in part 1. They awaken to Dandy giving Twisty's earlier captives a show, with Twisty excitedly playing, horribly by the way, on a toy piano. Dandy puts Maggie in a box, prepares to saw her in half when Jimmy breaks free, much like Ariana Grande, and knocks Dandy out. Jimmy yells for the captives to run for safety, and, as Dandy angrily rises. During all of this commotion, Edward Mordrake appears to Twisty and asks that he tell his story, but first he is ordered to remove his mask, to which he uncomfortably complies. And he can now speak. Edward Mordrake is like, speak and I will understand you. So he speaks slowly, and he tells a story of how he was a regular clown in a traveling carnival entertaining children, but he was constantly bullied by the carnies, who referred to him as simpleton and accused him of sexually abusing young patrons. Twisty flees the circus and began painting. Upon trying to sell toys he had created and painted, he had a run-in with the shop owner, who inadvertently triggers memories of Twisty's abuse at the circus. Twisty attempted to commit suicide with a shotgun, but it is shown that he failed and mutilated his lower jaw. He's later seen at Elsa's freak show, now wearing his signature grinning mask to cover his grotesque jaw. He's sort of turned away by the patrons as well as the freak show. He justifies his killings and abductions to Mordrake by claiming to help the children get away from their mean parents, and he was just making them laugh, and he got them a babysitter. Mordrake tells Twisty that he's decided that he is the one he wants, and stabs him to death as Jimmy watches while hiding. Twisty's spirit awakens, surrounded by Mordrake's spirit troupe, who put their hands on him in acceptance. It is shown that Twisty's jaw is now normal again. Dandy stumbles upon Twisty's dead body and dons his mask, implying that he plans to continue Twisty's murderous spree. Jimmy and Maggie have escaped, and Maggie went to notify the police, and the police arrive. They call them heroes for saving the captives. Jimmy tells the officers that Meep was a hero, and says that someone will pay for his death. So we'll pause right here, and I want everyone to talk about, if you guys want to talk about a little bit about Jimmy, Maggie, and Dandy, that's all good, but I think the focus here certainly is Twisty. So, Deadlee, what did you think of this twisted tale?
Well, it made me so happy, kind of. I don't know, to see when he had his jaw, his whole mouth back there. Did
you like that tongue action?
No, because that was creeping me out, man. That was just like, I couldn't even look at that.
Miss Kitty loved that tongue action. So did Johnathan Perkins.
And his voice was just so, his voice was rubbing me the wrong way, too. But, yeah, I have some sympathy for Twisty, man. It's like, you felt bad for him. Especially, those two little short people were evil, man.
Yeah, they were evil dwarves.
See, not all dwarves are nice. They're not all happy and whatever.
Well, there is Grumpy the dwarf.
Grumpy. Oh, that's true. That's true. But yeah, they're not all happy and dopey. But these two were evil, and so it's kind of sad that he, I don't know, because the whole kid thing too. I've worked with kids before, and there's like some evil people that can misconstrue things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like being in the kid field is weird. So I imagine like even like a clown has to really watch their P's and Q's. And yeah, I took this a whole different way, but this Twisty made me happy that he's up with Mordrake. And no, as far as what, is Johnathan there? Because I don't hear him.
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Okay, let me tell you something. I'm taking Jimmy from you because Jimmy's the man. Yes, Jimmy's the man.
Oh my!
I'm a Jimmy fan because he didn't have to go into the woods.
He is a
like
rapper,
that.
so he does rhyme on occasion.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that he went up in there. He saw that someone needed help, and he's like a Superman. He's like, we're going in there, and he came through.
He's a dictator.
Yeah, he's a hero. And he didn't want it, and he doesn't like the whole thing of being a hero, but he is. And Miss Maggie, the fake
slut,
fraudulent, whatever, the fraudulent palm reader or whatever.
You guys are throwing shade tonight.
I know. Did you see her reading his claws? She's trying to read his claws.
Bitch, bye. Like, why don't you read that ass somewhere else before they find you out and fucking stone you to death, you harlot?
But I think she might come through. She wasn't bad. I think maybe Jimmy might make her, think twice before she starts doing anything bad. But
he'll make her an honorable woman.
Yeah, and Dandy. Oh man, I guess you're gonna get more into Dandy later, so I'll just hold off on Dandy because the less I talk about him, the better.
Well, there you go. Miss Kitty, what did you think of this twisted encounter with Twisty?
I didn't see Twisty's story coming. It was really sad.
Did you feel bad?
No.
You wanted to give him a hug?
Like
$5?
Maybe like $5 and I don't know. Like I'd let my kid hang out with him. But if I knew that he was like as cool as he was and he was truly just really into entertaining children in no weird way, then I'd be like, hell yeah! Like we can have. What was his name? Has it always been Twisty?
Yeah, I don't think we knew his name. They nicknamed him Simpleton. Oh
well, like that's not nice. I don't call him Simpleton, but like it just seemed like it was really harsh. Like his life was just really, really harsh and just really sad. And it just, unfortunately, those people, them little people, the dwarves, they're just, you're rude. You were rude. Like you caused this. And now like his mouth is all slack.
And the lady with the no arm, because she was shaking her head and agreeing with everybody. I didn't like that old lady no arm bitch.
Is that what they call you? Is that your stage name? Grammy amputee? Ain't nobody trying to look at your ass.
Well, Deadlee would.
Oh,
but we learned about that a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
No, it was really sad. It was just really, really sad. But I'm glad that his ass got took. Because I was getting so tired of Twisty. Like, I'm kind of upset that it didn't really have it didn't really still come to conclusion why he gathered those kids besides to entertain. Why didn't he take the little girl instead of the big brother? Like, was he
you can't really try to find like a reason with.
Well, something besides like I want to entertain kids.
Well,
you know what?
You can't really find a reason in what crazy people do.
So has he always been crazy, or did he just snap after them? Like
I think he just snapped. As we saw, the toy shop owner was someone that basically did something to him, and because we all sort of wondered why is he killing the toy shop owner and the employee, and now it kind of all makes sense.
Okay. Well, it was still okay though. But thank you, Andrew. Mandrake? What was it?
Edward Mordrake.
Yeah, like Andrew.
Or
Mandrake.
Andrew Mandrake. It's fine.
Like no, but like I'm glad he took him. But I was confused. I didn't think he was going to, but it was good. And yeah, like Deadlee said, I can't wait to get into Danby's ass. So
Oh, we're about to. Not in that kind of way. I will, for those out there that were wondering, obviously none of us got it right. Twisty was the one that was taken by Edward Mordrake, and none of us got that right at all. So
That's sad.
we never said that we would, but it is kind of sad. So Johnathan Perkins, what did you think of Twisty and his extremely sad story?
I said them little people was plotting. They was plotting to get his ass. I said, oh my God. And it was terrible because you could see his mentality was childlike and he really liked children. And it was really sad what they did to him. Really fucked up. But Twisty, what I noticed back before, he messed up his mouth is he had some beautiful ass teeth. White and straight. Oh my God. I said, oh my God. Twisty? I feel bad that I made that comment about his parents knowing he needed braces when he was smaller. I feel so terrible.
So he didn't need braces.
He did not need braces. I apologize to all the American Horror Story fans out there for throwing that shade at that man like that. It was not right. I don't want to get choked up about it.
There you go. Now, did you like the tongue action?
Of his tongue moving, I was like...
You were like, my precious. Like Lord of the Rings.
I can't. I don't mean to be laughing, but I was just like, I wish he would stop wiggling it, please. I don't want to sound mean, but I think sometimes that when people see that you're doing well, you're doing better than them, they look for ways to try to bring you down, and because they're jealous and they want to see you fail, or they want what you want, and it's really, really just really sad. It just I think a lot of people do that. Are we gonna get to Dandy later?
Yes, we're about to. I'm gonna give my opinions, and then we'll get into Dandy.
Okay, good, because I want to talk about his punk ass.
All right now. Well, on that note, I'll jump on in, and I'll say, like I said in the beginning, I was very surprised how much I was touched by Twisty's story. Like I said, this is a dude who we've seen kill all these people, kidnap people, terrorize, and all this stuff. And I ended up feeling bad for him and his story, and sort of really understanding why he became the way he did. As far as him being the one picked, I would have never guessed that. As you all heard, I mean, we all picked actual people that are part of the freak show, and if it wasn't for Twisty playing the piano, or that little toy piano, it would have been Elsa, because Elsa was like, take me, take me, take me. Yeah. So that was a huge surprise. It was great to see, what ended up happening, as far as like Jimmy and Maggie, because it sort of gave Jimmy a little bit more purpose, because the end result was certainly a very positive one. And since I'm already teasing the end result, let's just jump on in and discuss the ending of the episode. Back at the freak show, Jimmy tells Elsa that Mordrake has claimed his victim, though he doesn't say who, and announces that the curfew has been lifted because the kidnapper-killer person has been put out, and a crowd has arrived at the freak show to thank Jimmy for finding the children, and they bring brownies and cakes and whatnot, and Elsa invites them to buy tickets to that evening's show, to which they comply, selling out the show for that night. Elsa tells Dot and Bet that their act has been demoted, that they will not be headliners, that they will be opening acts, and they're like, oh, for you? And they're like, no, for the Pinheads. And Stanley arrives, he introduces himself as Richard Spencer from Hollywood, California to Elsa. He was inquiring about getting a ticket to the freak show, but unfortunately it's been sold out. But Elsa says that they will find a seat for him, especially after he says that he's a talent scout. Dandy arrives home, still dressed in the clown outfit and wearing Twisty's mask. Dora yells at him for still being dressed up, for making his mother worry, and, she's like, you better take this up to your mom. He doesn't say a word, and so she grabs the tray and is about to take it up, and she's like, get out of my way. Oh, you're not going to kill me. You ain't going to kill me because, I know that you're a wimp and all this stuff. She talks about his shitty drawers, skid marks, and everything, and once she says skid marks, he slashes her throat. And then, he takes off the mask, and he giggles eerily over Dora's dead, bleeding body. I guess she's now got a new attitude, and on that note, Deadlee...
I got a new attitude.
Ooh.
Yes.
Deadlee, what did you think of Jimmy's triumphant acceptance by the Jupiter inhabitants, as well as Dot, Bet, Stanley as a talent scout, and of course Dandy and Dora?
Well, Jimmy, like I said, he's being all shy, doesn't want to be the hero, but he is, and I'm just happy that the townspeople are coming around, because we saw him earlier in the cafe, looking all scared of the freaks, but they came with food, and our pinheads were very happy. I saw Pepper got something. I don't know if it was her meatloaf, but she got some pie or something, and she was all excited. And the two are Bet and Dot. I was kind of glad not to see him this episode too much, because who's the mean one? Dot. Yeah, just her smug little face was getting on my nerves, and so and I'm kind of happy that the pinheads are gonna, they're gonna open for the pinheads, because just kind of put them in their place, because she's getting a little too full of herself, and so I'm kind of excited. And okay, my other thing too, I'm getting excited about Elsa. Getting mad at Elsa, because every time someone new comes to town, now this time it's Mr. Hollywood, you see how she just like gets all excited, and it's like whatever they say, she's right there. Oh, she's just,
her kitty starts purring.
Yeah, there she goes again. I mean, and then I don't know what was going on with Mr. Strongman, because something was going on with him up in his trailer. I don't know. He came out looking all kind of weird. I don't know what.
Why he came out looking wild as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what's going down with him. Maybe the beard lady was in there, because I didn't see the bearded lady. Maybe he was getting down.
Her scruffing her chin.
Yes. Give us your impression of her, how she talks.
Yes.
Give it to me, strong man.
Okay. Oh man, but now Dandy, damn Dandy. Oh, I guess Jefferson's maid Patty.
Dora.
Okay, Dora. LaBelle. You know what?
LaBelle. I am the LaBelle.
You know what? She had it coming to her, because she just opened up her mouth too much, and if you're gonna start putting my dirty drawers out there in the street talking about them, I'm gonna get mad too. I might slit your throat. But
so is that Deadlee announcing that he's got skid marks?
I did as a kid, and that it happened as a kid.
I am so fucking done.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I was there. I mean, to get serious, I remember like going in, taking them off and trying to wash them in the sink, so my mom didn't see them when we did laundry or something.
Why are we talking about this?
Anyway.
Because I washed your shitty drawers.
Anyway, TMI. But back to the Dandy, man. I'm kind of a little leery of what's going on, because first off, his mom, I think she let it go too far, and now he done killed the maid, and I think Twisty's mask is giving him just a whole nother power. It's giving him power and purpose, and with a real crazed man, I don't know where that's gonna lead. I'm scared. That's it.
Johnathan Perkins.
Yes. What's going on?
What did you think of everything? Dandy, the twins, Jimmy.
Jimmy. Now I just realized what Deadlee ass was saying to me. Deadlee, now you can have them if you want to, but I want them back.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, I want them back. Now, let's see. Now, D&D. I was watching the show with my girl again. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "D&D shitty ass don't kill Patti LaBelle off the show." I could not believe
And you
it,
thought she
but-
was going to be immortal like Ashanti.
Oh my God.
Oh, shade. That was shade. Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe you said that. Poor Ashanti. Anywho, yeah, but I kind of, the way she, like Deadlee said, the way she talked to him, all that stuff, I kind of saw it. I was like, he's gonna get her ass.
Get her?
Get, how you say, get you, get out, whatever.
Get you.
I'ma get you.
I kind of sort of, Deadlee was right. It's like a passage of power. He put on that mask and now he's, I was like, I wrote it down. I was like, D&D is like the new Twisty or something. He's gonna start,
Bam.
killing people. Because at first, you know how they say psychopaths start out, they killing cats and shit. That's what he was doing. I guess he never killed a real person, right? I can't remember.
No, I don't think he has.
But now his first kill was his mammy, the one that he loved the most. I'm upset about it. But I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna cry. The twins being demoted to open an act. I don't know. I don't know what to think of that. It didn't really do too much to me. I was like, oh, well, I guess they're gonna be upset. This probably gonna be the point where they start turning to each other and they plotting asses. Probably gonna start plotting together. It's probably gonna bring them closer or some shit like that. And what was the third thing?
It was Jimmy, but you already spoke about your love for him.
Oh yeah, Jimmy. That I want him back. Deadlee.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Cat's Meow, did you get it?
All I could think about while she was talking was just like, do you know who I am? I put the label in the bell. Don't be like, that's all I was thinking about. It was like her going off on him. And then you think you gonna get me? And then boom. I don't know what she really said. I really don't know what she said because I was hearing a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, bitch was singing Lady Marmalade, but she was burning him in it, and then she was like, she hit her knife. She was like, Creole Lady Mama, and then he was like slapping. He was like,
yes,
that was it. But no, I didn't. I really didn't see that shit coming. I thought he was about to be like, fine, I hate you, whatever your name is, Jefferson Maid. It was.
I thought her name was Nora for the longest.
Her name is Dora?
It's Dora. I thought it was Nora. I kept calling her Nora.
Explorer?
Yes, girl. Get it. Yes.
I guess, I really didn't see it coming, but yeah. I guess Danby does have a new attitude with his new mask, but just because you in the moment, you could have washed that off. That's just
because that tongue has been all about it.
Rotting and decaying hot breath.
Oh my God. But you remember how we discussed it before? How we discussed before if Patti LaBelle would actually be killed on screen? I didn't think it would happen.
No,
I know. You compared Patti to Ashanti.
And then we talked about Jimmy and people saying you saved my son.
What now?
Are we talking about that?
Wait.
Papi?
Yes, we talked about Jimmy and you saving my son.
Okay, dang, y'all just in the damn dust. Okay, I really didn't see that coming. That's really, really, really awesome that everyone's just like, hey, and she's like, I made brownies. That's awesome, little girl. But don't eat all those brownies again because that clown will get you next time. That's what the dad's gonna say. That's how he's gonna keep her home for prom.
He's gonna get you.
But then did y'all see the 3 booby lady? And she was like, "Are you a woman?" She was stuck.
I'm all
like,
that and more.
She wanted to get smart with that little girl. She wouldn't say, "You little bitch." Of course I'm a girl. But like she was stuck, and then she was like, "Okay, hold on. I gotta put on a show." Of course I am. And then some. Like, bitch, are you selling pussy and gotta rap, or are you selling the show to the kids?
A ding-a-lang.
Both.
What are you doing? And what are you saying? And I caught that side eye you gave that bitch. I saw. You ain't right.
That's some deep mess, girl. Yes.
I agree. I loved it. Oh, wait, were you done, Cat's Meow?
Yeah.
You didn't want to talk about the twins?
Oh, like, I'm so sick of them, and they, like, weird ass, like, melancholy, fucking mean ass. Like, I like the nice one, but I feel like she about to revert in her old ways, and she about to stab her sister in her sleep. Because it's like, she got tricked by Elsa pretty much, and like now she's here, and now her sister is getting all the attention, so her sister is being even meaner to her, talking about, gotta do it like this, stupid. I would have been and cut that bitch in her sleep. Even though we won, that's okay, I would have died in peace, but I'd make sure your last seconds on Earth would have been pain.
And then there's that. I mean, I pretty much agree with everybody. I enjoyed the last bit of the episode. It was great to see the freaks sort of being accepted by the town. It was something that Jimmy had talked about in the first episode, and that was really great to see. We'll see how long it lasts. And Jimmy also wants to get sort of vindication for Meep, so we'll see where that goes. As far as everything else, Dot and Bet need to have a seat, except for Bet because I like her. So one cheek can be on the chair, the other cheek cannot. And Stanley, I don't know where that's going to go, but I'm a little worried. I wonder if she's going to start a romance with him, although I don't think he would be interested in her, if you know what I mean, from what we've seen. And of course, Dandy taking the mantle and is the new Twisty. We'll see how that affects everyone. Is he going to be targeting the freaks? Because, they kind of shunned him a little bit when he tried to be one. And we'll see how his mother reacts to it, too, because she's going to find out. And she's probably going to help him cover it up.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yep, and Gabby will be coming into town soon, trying to find out what the hell happened to her mother.
What episode is that?
We don't know, but she wasn't in the preview, so maybe not next week.
I saw her in the preview for some other show, so that was scaring me that she wasn't going to be there. Okay,
yeah, but she is.
Okay.
Yeah, and there is some exciting casting scoop, but we're going to save that until the next episode, because I know that Prince Rico Suave wanted to talk about that. So, right now...
What is it?
Casting scoop.
Like, who's going to be in it?
Yeah, we have some exciting casting scoop. Something that relates to you and your Pepper story. So
I can't. Yeah.
We'll save that until next week, because Prince really wanted to talk about it. So we'll save that. So that'll keep you guys on your toes for next week's sideshow. Now, before we leave, does anybody have any final thoughts on the episode?
I would like to talk about... go back to about the townspeople coming in and actually going in to see the show and them having that real connection with each other. I really did enjoy that part of the show. And I think they're going to need, what do you call it? Strength in numbers for what's to come. Now, I don't know what's coming, but something's got to come because they already took out Edward out. They took Twisty out. So it was very nice to see that, and it's nice to see that the townspeople are making that bridge, building that bridge with them. I thought it was very nice.
Absolutely. So we'll end on a positive note with Johnathan's remarks, because I completely agree with what you're saying. So on that note, everyone, You're welcome, Jonathan. Join us next time for a brand new installment of Are You Afraid? Freak Show. You can download this episode and many more by visiting PapiChuloRadio.com/archives. Registered users will gain access to the Papi Chulo Radio archives of previously aired broadcasts. Please like us on Facebook by visiting Facebook.com/PCR Are You Afraid? You can also like Papi Chulo Radio on Facebook by going to Facebook.com/Papi Chulo Radio. You can email us with any questions, suggestions, comments, or concerns at contact@PapiChuloRadio.com. Co-host, can you wish listeners a good night and can you get 'em?
Get you, yeah. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Enjoy your night. Sweet dreams.
Yeah.
Mocha chocolate.
Oh, Deadlee trying to sing now? Don't make me get out here and show my ass now.
Try not to. Unless you're going to be sitting on Elsa's toilet.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Join us every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for a brand new installment of Are You Afraid? Freak Show. Good night, everyone, and watch out for that toilet.
Ooh.